Hey guys, it's Roy here from rwoko12 and epicdroid.com, bringing to you today a review of The Witness. The Witness is a game that was previously available on Steam and is now, as of today, available on the NVIDIA Shield Android TV. It's a game that is targeted at people who enjoy puzzles, and it's a game that if you enjoy puzzles, you are going to enjoy the game, and you are going to enjoy it immensely. If you don't enjoy puzzles, I would advise you guys to steer clear of it, because you're going to find out very quickly that it's all about puzzles, and it can be very painful for people who don't enjoy doing puzzles. If you do enjoy puzzles, or even if you don't enjoy them, it's a game that will challenge you, and it will challenge you to think, and it will challenge you to think in new ways. In The Witness, you wake up stranded and alone on a strange and exotic island full of puzzles throughout dozens and dozens of locales and locations. And these aren't just your regular run-of-the-mill basic puzzles. There are some of those mixed in, but the majority of these puzzles are puzzles you're going to have to stop, and you're going to have to think about them before you try to solve them. As you progress through the island, you'll find that these puzzles will get harder and harder, and that they'll become more and more difficult. Sometimes you'll stumble on a puzzle that you think you've done before, or that you think that you know how to solve based off of a puzzle you solved previously, but be prepared, it's probably not what you think it is. You'll find as you try to solve that puzzle that it's got a completely different spin on it, or a completely different dynamic that you haven't experienced before, and then you're going to have to try and solve it using this new dynamic. And sometimes these puzzles will combine dynamics from multiple different puzzles just to make it that much more complicated and make it that much more difficult to solve. At some times, the puzzles use visual and auditory clues to help you figure out how to solve this particular puzzle. At times, these hints can be helpful. At other times, you'll find yourself scratching your head in confusion, trying to figure out what the developer intended to tell you through that little clue. Most of the puzzles are well thought out, and it's possible to figure out early on in the game. However, some of these puzzles will require you to step away from them in the game, either because you need to go somewhere else and figure out a new hint or a new clue, or you have to find something to help you solve the puzzle, or because for your own sanity in the real world, you need to step away before you break something or you throw your controller across the room. As you explore new areas and you complete more puzzles, you'll find more clues to your past and hints as to why you were on the island. The Witness is a game of discovery, both in the game and outside in the real world. As you're in the game, you discover why you're on the island, you discover who you are and why you're there. In the real world, you discover who you are and how you handle puzzles and frustrating situations. All in all, The Witness is a very enjoyable game. I myself enjoyed it very much. My son, the puzzles were a little bit difficult for him. He's 7 years old now, and it was a little bit hard for him on some of the puzzles to try and figure things out. So it's not a game that I would recommend for someone who's very young, unless they are really, really good and really enjoy puzzles. But the nice thing about The Witness is you get to go at your own pace. There's no pressure. There's no need to speed things up or to go slower or anything like that. Again, you go at your own pace. You get to enjoy the beautiful scenery, the peaceful and sometimes haunting music, and you get to enjoy all the puzzles. And along the way, you get to solve a puzzle, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, or maybe several hundred puzzles. But The Witness is, again, it is currently available on Steam, and it is today available on the NVIDIA Shield Android TV. You can purchase the game for $20 on the Google Play Store. I'll have a link to that in the description below. If you guys have any questions about the game or about the NVIDIA Shield, please feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'd be happy to help you guys out. And also, just a reminder for you guys to follow us on Twitter and YouTube so you can stay up to date with our latest content. And as always, just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and you all have an awesome day.